Hey guys, Wraszowixu again on madkunexixu, the still bronze account. I'm messing around a little bit more with the not the Elderspark, the Aetherspark. Um, just kind of see like if somebody did pick it up, how useful is it in events. So, um, I haven't done much on Hunter X Bonder. I'm not gonna have enough time to do so, like not looping and whatever. Um, but I'm at least should be able to do the rest of the bottom node. So, um, honestly, the Garruk deck isn't ideal, but I am liking how the Aetherspark is working out. Again, still need to figure out its weaknesses, but it so far has met with objectives. Summon Bestiary, summon 4 non-human creatures, and Loyalty, activate Planeswalker ability 2 or more times. Aetherspark is almost kind of ideal for that second one, because as long as you can keep a creature on the battlefield for when your turn starts, you don't have to worry about Loyalty. You can just do that. Draw a card, do that. It's not a big buff. Like, at this level, it's just a +1, and you don't get much Loyalty, but lower levels of competition, it's probably not too critical. Possibility you could face Vanguards, but more likely to face them here than in Silver Duel like last time. Just because Standard does not have any uncommon Vanguards right now. But yeah, so Aetherspark's abilities. First one, all of them cost 0, but you do at least have to have a creature on the battlefield. I still haven't messed around with the third ability yet, but that does depend on probably ramping your loyalty some other ways, because, well, I don't think I talked about it in the last video, because I still have been learning it. You basically have negative on the loyalty bonus, so you can't really gain loyalty just from matching loyalty gems, because you have like -99 and stuff like that when you're not when you're converting. I'm mixing things up a little bit with when you're doing desert. So, but yeah, you can buff your creature and get a little bit of loyalty with the first ability, and you can draw a card essentially for free with the second loyalty ability, and then kind of a mix of things on the third, but again, haven't messed with it. It could be useful still, though. Like, I do get into the 10s at least a little bit, to where removing the first creature could come up if they have, like, a Phyrexian Vindicator. But yeah, the deck. So, I do have a few humans in this deck. But they do create non-human tokens. Toby Beast, the Befriender, they make, I think it's like a 4/4 beast token. And then Zimone, it not as useful, because the fractal creature token that she makes, it does have sort of an issue. Like, if you don't have her staying on the battlefield, its buff that it gets is from when it is reinforced. So if she's off the battlefield, she's not creating anymore. Sanguine Evangelist creates a bat token, so that is 2 non-creatures right there. Nesting Bot, if this manages to die, it makes a servo token that is supposed to be a creature artifact. So I don't think this is like when they originally added servo tokens, where it was like from Fabricate, making just a +1 booster for your first creature as a support token. And then Phantom Interference makes 2 spirit tokens. And the carrying cruisers, I think it makes a creature token, but I think you do at least have to have a creature on the board already. So it's more like insurance. So, but yeah, so using this deck, the rest are kind of just fitting in. What was the other? Okay, yeah, Carrying Cruiser, Quest for Necropolis, Corrupt Gems could be useful at a point. I do feel it works a little counterintuitive for what it is, but it's one of the few PM2 cards I have on this account. And then, just the land, it kind of was more left over from an earlier idea on what I was doing with the deck, but it can still help a little bit. Small bit of life gain and a little bit of conversion, but not a lot in case things have counters to that. So, yeah. So I have 14 minutes. I'll go Sanguine Evangelist is the first one. Oh, it's a 5 match. Might as well take while it's there. I could give them a blue match and see what comes of it. They took my white. Oh yeah, mana bonuses. A lot of colors planeswalkers seem like they have a white as their ability that levels up the first at least. So white is my most ideal matches I can make. I'll take that blue and black. Red to white, and I can start using my abilities now that I have creatures. So let's do a draw. Toby can take that space and then use the creature, replace Toby. Simone fill in. Which I need to do one more loyalty activation to get objectives. But that should be enough on creatures, I think. Of course I'm gonna double check once there's the chance. Oh yeah. Do I wanna? I mean, it's just to show how it kind of works. It can boost itself big when it reinforces, but you need Zimone to either reinforce it or, I mean, I guess any of the reinforcement spells could possibly work, or just having a way to give things haste when they enter the battlefield. So like if you have access to vanguards and black and green, you could go with one vanguards like Tyvar, or I think the red support from Origins only does non-token creatures, so that one won't work as well. I did ability, right? Okay, so objectives, if you have like somehow Fling or the new Full Throttle, I think you can get, once you drop that amount of power, doing a pretty decent kill spell, or at least a major chunk of damage. I only gave him 5 match, but alright. Still objectives, right? Okay. Couple more turns. They didn't take the 5 match. They got not Valgaroth. Varragoth. He is a boast creature from Kaldheim that will fetch. It is kind of like a demonic tutor on like less damage taking. It boasts, it drains 8 mana when it attacks, or you can choose to. And you can choose which spell you want. You know, I could probably be using a spider to replace Primo. Okay. How much time? 9 minutes. Green, I think, is my lowest mana ability. Like, it's not a negative, at least from base, but it is at 0. So they might take the blue pipe match. See. All right. Okay, yeah. At this level, Nico Bolas probably does not. Oh. Aw. If they dropped a creature with haste, that might have been lethal on them. Because not Valgaroth, the speed demon. It's from the Duskmourn side of Aetherspark's roster of creatures, characters, whatever. I don't have to mess around too much, but just to be... Oh. Well, no, I don't have 30. But gain 20 mana. Might as well see how that plays. Huh. It's not that bad. Alright. I don't have to do that. It should be game. So yeah. And I do need do a lot more experimenting with Aetherspark, because it's a rather unconventional planeswalker. I think there've been some in the past where if you don't have a creature down already, there's not much you can do, because all of its ability, your planeswalker abilities, are focused on buffing or doing stuff with your creatures or other creatures. Granted, this is kind of like the extreme of, well, maybe kind of an extreme, because you do absolutely have to have the creatures to even be able to use the abilities, even if your abilities aren't like bothering with your creatures. So, because I could see things being in a bit of a pinch if you're trying to use your second ability to remove an annoying Vanguard, like in Legacy, it's a Fury Hero of Dominaria Vanguard. And, you know what? While there's at least still time, probably not going to complete it in time to get points, but Garruk, number of artifact creatures and 1 human that can fetch from the library. Couple of destroy spells. I wish I had more, but again, in this color on this account, I don't have much going for that. Just Quagfest and Drag to the Roots. Curse Cloth Wrappings. It could extra source of life gain and a little bit of recursion, but it does empty my graveyard, which probably isn't ideal for Ooze Patrol. And on that point, I might 5 minutes. I might swap out Access Tunnel for a mana. Some sort of a mana gaining support. Well, you know what? I'll throw in the bat. Because as you can possibly tell, this was the node that I lost points on. I was not able to get either objectives the first time I did, because kind of killed too fast. Kind of not have enough stuff to be killing other creatures. So, let us see, just for giggles. If the small tweaks makes this a little bit more, just a little bit more usable. I think on this Garruk, blue is the match that you don't want to be making, because that is... I raised it up till it got a little bit of a buff, but it's -2 instead of -4 at this level. So, rest of them, your own color bonuses are +3s at this point, and then red and white are just neutral right now. So, here's an artifact I can put down. So much blue. I'll take this green to blue. It's not... oh, yeah. Meh. I mean, maybe the loyalty generators could be kind of useful, but they have life. I'm probably not respecting that as much as I should, because that probably can be messing me up pretty fast. Go for loose patrol. Red might be the most ideal at this point. I won't do the convert right now. I might get... no. I'm gonna knock you down. Doesn't kill, it's not instant disable, but it does stop them the next turn as long as they're not getting blocked. So, okay. Tunes, yeah, not making it out of this live. Should I do a loyalty thing? I'm gonna let's throw you on. Thing ideal. Oh, the link's out. At least I think it's a lynx. It looks very much like a lynx. It's, I think, one of the mounts from Aether Drift. Yep, cat mount. Glory Heath Lynx. The beginning of combat. If this is saddled, gain 3 mana. So I'm gonna ditch Blood Gas. It probably would be ideal for like getting damage done fast. But a little bit of protection for the human. Knock out the links again. I'm more worried about the fact that it has a lifelink, but probably able to be doing boosting all their creatures now. I was saying just as it started. Okay. I'm not getting any of my removal. Granted, maybe the game's like, you're not using your remove because you're knocking things out. So, I mean, it's not like the points will count at this point. It's after 5 now. But at least full science. I might drop into reds. Nope. Okay. Which I guess it is enough to do lethal. Well, not lethal to them, but it's enough to kill the creatures. It does take a bit of loyalty to build back up to that ability. I'll probably do that red, and I think it gets a little bit into the black there. So yeah, oh yeah, that costs 17. Granted, it is like a small pseudo leadership thing. Okay, it doesn't drop the black. But like, yeah. Might it? I'm tempted to take that blue. If it drops and converts, no. Keep the huge life linker down still. Card Quest. Which blood goes. I haven't played around with it much, but it's like a big scary creature and looks like it could be fun if needed in a pinch. Take out that guy. Knock out the links. Oh. Well, if I'd realized that I was doing creatures, it won't give me points anyway. But I was thinking, okay, hardest thing is to get the creatures killed. I didn't even realize I didn't get enough things summoned. So, oh well. But yeah, so I guess it's a little bit of playing around with Garruk 2. Well, Garruk 4? There's the Kelpie Rook, there's Cursed Huntsman, the Garruk Unleashed, and then this I think is the fourth Garruk. So, but yeah, so pretty sure, yep, 6 minutes after. So yeah, that is that.